Greetings everyone, this is me again, Zara Berserk. Just fixing my mic as usual. So I was just looking at a short video of Hindu Guru Paramahamsa Vishwananda, if I may mention him, about human beings being ungrateful, and that reminded me of the Quran ayat also, that human beings are ungrateful. Sorry, I keep forgetting the ayat number, and I think it's in Surah Hajj. So here we are with the blank, yeah. So I'm going to my Shia. Oh, it's not working properly. So I thought it was. I had just opened it before coming live, but sometimes this happens with my browser here. So let's see if you can hear me. I'm just checking because there's no one there. And Christian Prince is live. Actually, it's about my past religion. 3 Shias have been jailed somewhere in Bahrain, I think, something. So I just 3 Shias. Just going to check here. You see, this is the problem with in Islam. 3 Shias. Is this a recent one now? I've made a page on Facebook. You know, Bahrain Shia Sunni fraternity and all. 3 Shias jailed. I think it's in Bahrain, I'm not sure. So, Bahrain jails men over YouTube discussion of Islam. So, oh my God. Until 2021 also. What is this? UAE, Human Rights Watch. Arbitrary targeting of Pakistani Shia residents. Commonwealth, the Director of Public Prosecution, I think it is, because prosec, and then it is ... Sorry, I'm just searching this on another tab. So, 24th July 2019, okay. Sentenced prison. Well, I don't know what this is, but I just searched on Google 3 Shia jail, and we have your BBC, so just 10 hours ago, just confirming and trying to understand what this is. I'm quite slow. Oh, okay, it's on YouTube, you can check. Bahrain jails men over YouTube discussion of Islam. Defendants Jalal al-Qassab, Rida Rajab, and Muhammad Rajab. 2 years. I wonder if it's about the 3 Shias being jailed. What the Christian Prince just spoke about on his live stream. It's very sad, really. So I was going to come live stream until when I listen to someone, my energy gets drained, and that's what's happened. Moreover, you know, I'm the only one, so I have many groups on Facebook, and I try to, because I have less followers, so I try to share on my pages and groups before coming live stream here. That's why you have to wait a little bit, and maybe, no, I do, yeah, I do it, no, I do it as soon as, well, I think the notice comes here that I'll be coming live. Yeah, so that's why you have to wait. Okay, so we have this 3 Bahraini. Okay, I'm going to search here now. So just off topic, because so I went to Christian Prince live because it was showing on my YouTube homepage. 3 Bahraini Shias jailed. I wonder why they haven't come after me. 3 self-styled religious reformers were jailed for a year in Bahrain on Thursday after being found guilty of violating the foundations of Islam. This is, sorry if I'm having a little bit of hard time. No. 3 Bahrain Shia sentenced to death over bombing. No, this is not the one. This is 2015. This is terrible. This is terrorism. BBC News. Shia Muslims to death. A bomb attack. No. A court in Bahrain has sentenced 3 Shia Muslims to death. A bomb attack last year that killed 3 policemen, officials, and lawyers. Oh my God. So we also have Shias who are terrorists. Don't know much about it. Oh my goodness. Bahrain has executed 3 Shia men who were convicted of killing 3 police. Oh my goodness. So, 3 self-styled religious. I don't know what this is. I'll have to read it. The newarab.com website on that. So this terrible tragedy. It's my conditioning. So this, sorry, excuse me. Okay, now we have this Shia website. Oh, it's not opening. I'll have to close my phone and restart it. Okay, then man is ungrateful. Let's just get to the root of this problem. Man is ungrateful. Quran ayat. So, right, it's in Surah Hajj, ayat 66. Indeed, mankind is ungrateful. He is the one who... Oh, okay, so Surah Hajj, ayat 66. And he is the one who gave you life, then he causes you to die, and then will again give you life. Indeed, mankind is ungrateful, meaning human beings. Insan, surely ungrateful, right? So, Paramahamsa Vishwananda was saying that by nature man is ungrateful. Let's see if there's a Quran ayat by nature. Man is ungrateful. So he's a Hindu. I just, compare things. When I used to, for example, read any book on spirituality, I would compare it with my own religion. So I'm comparing it with my former religion. What Paramahamsa Vishwananda said, like that. So to make you understand why I keep doing this. It's just my terrible nature to, compare it. Let's see. Quran ayat. So nature, excuse me, if man is ungrateful by nature, God created us, how can we be ungrateful? It's only shaitan that is poor iblis. Poor man, humankind. Excerpts from Holy Quran, the eternal guidance. Man, his nature. So this nature, ingratitude of men to Allah's bounties. Oh, this is the Shia site. So in one of the Shia sites I found an ayat. This is not the one, an enlightening commentary into the light of the Holy Quran, volume 8. Have you seen those who changed Allah's favor for ingratitude and caused their people to alight into the abode of perdition? Hell, they shall enter into it. Very scary. Hell, a fire burning. Even then, a man is deed stubborn, doesn't make amends. We are scared. Fear would not make us good people, right? So let's see now the vices of human beings or something like this. Sorry, vices. Can you say vices of human beings? Vice. Oh, Shia. Now we have the Sunnis in Ramadan putting Shias in jail. Oh, here it is. It is chapter 6. This is Self-Knowledge, 2nd edition, Muhammad Ali Shumali. So here we have the two qualities are expressed in the following verse. So you can check this website, Shia website. We can describe man in two different ways. We can view man in general terms as masses, individuals. Individual is good or bad, it does not imply, he's a sheikh, not a sayyid, because he's got a white turban on. So I'll call him Sheikh Muhammad Ali Shumali. I don't want to read. Here we want to mention some. Okay, the whole research, I think, reading and all would be really boring for live stream, right? Although I'd love to read right now all this. Man is ungrateful. Surely he is very unjust, very ignorant. Two qualities man be. But these qualities, a zalim is a person who commits sin. Okay, so man is prone because of his soul, right? The soul is prone. Surah Yusuf ayat. Every person who breaks divine laws has oppressed himself. This is, I just stopped at this, although we can reach this one, Surah Hajj ayat. But I had to stop at this. Again, the one I read before here in the live stream, Surah Hajj ayat 66, man is ungrateful. But let me just stop here. Now you see before going to, Surah 30, by nature, if man is ungrateful, then who is to be blamed? Nature, not man, right? If you work it out logically, so this is there. Now let's go to, it's Ramadan for the Muslims, and Brother Salahuddin in the beginning invited me for fasting. Imagine, right? I was thinking, actually I cannot answer someone on time. It takes me time. I'm not a good, person to. I'm not good. Yeah, let's leave our good and bad behind. Also, that, and I can't answer the person properly at times. So imagine Christians inviting you, Muslims, to Lent. You are not even united with the whole every Muslim, right? Like Shia Sunnis are disunited. And then you want everyone to come. This I contemplated. Yes. You want and this is Salahuddin, brother. But do you think others would kill me when they can kill Shias in Bahrain? So, apostates. Now, what does brother Salahuddin, where is he? have to say about this? He keeps coming here. That's why you see? Now, what do you have to say about that? About killing of Shias in Ramadan? Are you sure it's Ramadan killing? God. So you can go and listen to the live stream of Christian Prince. Bahraini Shias killed. No, jailed. Oh, it's not killing as yet. It's jailed. 3 jailed in Bahrain for violating foundations of Islam. My goodness, what is this? Okay, so it was a slip of tongue. Sorry, my head. I've got some problems. Yeah, this problem. But, I'm not perfect and I'm learning. So maybe this will not interest you if you are that stereotype person who wants everything on a golden platter, the Quran on a golden platter. You want perfection, and you're coming from that place where, our imams, and it's all set for us. The religion has been given to us on a golden platter. So there's, by what? So I could be in danger. Oh, my life could be in danger. I could be in danger here in the United Arab Emirates. Anyways, but I don't think they're going to put me in jail because mentally, I have a mental condition challenge. My brain is, so I found out from this doctor on YouTube that you're supposed to, you fix the brain and you fix your vices. Like people doing wrong things and abusing and all this. So there's a doctor on YouTube I found, and he says fix the brain, because the problem is that your brain you could have a brain damage or something like this. That's why the bad is coming out of you, bad behavior and all that. When a person changes like by nature. Oh, no, his upbringing is that, like for example, mine. Sometimes I would keep quiet. Sometimes I would shout and all this, but sometimes I would keep quiet and walk away from people I don't like. So another thing is that if you don't like although brother Saladin, he apologized and all this, he said that. But I was thinking, if you've deleted also, I heard from Sheikh, no, yeah, he's Sheikh, ex-Muslim, uh, Ahmed. We have Sheikh Ahmed, that's right. But he's also like a Sheikh in Islamic studies. He's read many books, many books. He's very knowledgeable. So his TikTok account recently, I think one of his accounts got deleted completely. They complained, the Muslims, against or something on TikTok. And he was saying, so if I'm not mistaken, you can check his 2 days ago, or, yeah, live stream. I think I couldn't believe what he was saying. That TikTok, TikTok, I think is owned by China. So now TikTok has deleted ex-Muslim Ahmad's account because of I think, someone complaining, Allah finger, or I don't know what. He says, so if you don't like, for example, when Salahuddin brother told me, but he didn't intend it, he apologized, but it just came out, the thought recently came out that what I should have told him, very, like repeating myself, that, I think everyone knows this, like if the Muslims don't like this and it's fasting time and they shouldn't come here, and if you don't like it, you don't have to complain and put people in jail. Violating foundations of Islam. Then you should have put Prophet Muhammad in jail, your Allah. In Surah Tahrim, he violated the law of Allah. You should have put Umar bin Khattab in jail when he didn't allow Prophet Muhammad on his deathbed. He was in so much pain. He said, no, don't. He used his opinion. And then you say Shias are Shias. You see, violating foundations of Islam. The founder of Islam, although Surah Tahrim, right? So what does this say? Look, I bring it to, Oh my God. So we have a prophet who violates, and then do I have to show you the pen and paper hadith where Umar bin Khattab didn't give the pen and paper to Prophet Muhammad, and the Sunnis make an excuse for that. A very good, they feel they have a valid excuse that Prophet Muhammad himself didn't know how much pain he was in, and he was asking for pen and paper, meaning, and think of it this way, right? Prophet Muhammad. So, okay, shall I go to, oh no, wait. Yeah, I think before, made a mistake. Pen and paper. Pen and paper. And you can even search for it. Pen and paper hadith. Hadith. Hadith of pen and paper. What is this? Muhammad's request, Prophet Muhammad's request. Became ill and condition worsened reportedly on Thursday. Now he doesn't know that his condition has worsened. Ibn Abbas in the canonical Sunni collection Sahih al-Bukhari writes something after which you will not be led into error. The whole ummah will be, will be in unity, united. Shias have worked this out. And then Umar's objection to this. The account in Sahih al-Bukhari continues that Muhammad's companion Umar protested the illness has overwhelmed the Prophet. No, the illness may have overwhelmed, but he's requesting it. And we have the book of God, and that is enough for us. You see this? In another report by Sunni ibn Sa'd, Umar instead told those present that Muhammad was raving, as noted also by Madlang, that Muhammad was told he was delirious. Also appears, so Ibn Sa'd transmitted similarly by the Sunni al-Tabari, though his second report is silent about who made that comment. So Tabari is silent, second report, about Umar making the comment. The Sunni Ibn Kathir removes Umar from his report altogether, possibly fearing its negative image of Umar, you see? So here you have people hiding your own Ibn Kathir and very, very great historians of hadith, tafsirs and all. Quarrel. Sahih, this is not Shia books. The Sahih's report, this is Sunni books. The Sahih's report continues that a quarrel then broke out at Muhammad's bedside. So the Sahihs have this in detail, with some suggesting that his orders should be followed and some siding with Umar. What about that ayat? What Muhammad gives you, the messenger gives you, take it, and what he refrains you from. And under what conditions? Does the ayat say, if he's sick, delirious at this point, don't do it. Don't listen to him. Don't bring your own opinion. And then you blame the Aliwala, the Shias. Muhammad asked him to leave and did not write anything. He got Muhammad really like sulking, terribly sad, and so Prophet Muhammad asked him to leave. Oh, where is it? Oh. On a clear day, you can see. What's that movie a long time ago, old movie of Barbara Streisand is in it. Reincarnation and hypnosis. Excuse me. I have this problem. So, just please, okay, about if you don't like what is being said against Islam, then I have to go slow on this. I go in a reverie. I don't know, like, why is it that the Sunni or Shia, both all Muslims, just, you have a choice to come here or not to come here. You see? Muhammad's reaction. Al-Bukhari is reported. So I didn't read the whole thing, but just little here. Let's see. Very interesting. Ibn Sa'd, both Al-Bukhari and Ibn Sa'd both mentioned that Muhammad was saddened. See? When you're saddened, then you just, he was saddened. You're sulking like me in dunya. Eh dunya, dunya, मैं तेरे बेद का मारा हूँ. This is an Indian song. I don't mean any copyrights infringement. Indian movie song, Hindi. But this is mostly in Urdu. Oh, world. So then you sulk. What man has done to man. Where's that poem? Now you see, I go into, this is my style. I'm very, very emotional. I also would sulk and walk away. Walk away, walk away. Don't you wait a minute longer. Michael Bolton. My voice is not too good right now today. Also, what man has done? Is this P.B. Shelley or what man has done to man? God didn't do anything. William Wordsworth brings sad thoughts to the mind. What man has made of man enjoys the air it breathes. It seemed a thrill of pleasure. Lines written in early spring by William Wordsworth. Right? So you can read this whole poem. So what happened is during, because I was westernized in my education, I came across Khalil Gibran, and I thought, if you think, is there a prophet? So he's written a very poetically, The Prophet is his book. So I wondered, and taking Imam Hussein only, like why couldn't Prophet Muhammad be like his grandson? And no other Imams have been like Imam Hussein. So you see, and what he writes, like he talks about the main subjects of life, right? So then he doesn't blame. You see, what is the nature? Let's see, what is crime and punishment? What is crime in the Prophet? Let's see. Khalil Gibran has written, right? So no copy. I hope I'm not infringing upon any copyrights of this website. Ooh, something has popped up. Khalil Gibran. Then one of the judges of the city stood forth and said, "Speak to us of crime and punishment." And he answered, saying, "It is when your spirit goes wandering upon the upon the wind, that you alone and unguarded." What does this mean? The nature, your spirit. So it's this wind. What is this? I should have studied this. Your spirit alone and unguarded commit a wrong unto others, and therefore unto yourself, right? And for that wrong committed, must you knock and wait a while, unheeded the gate of the blessed. So we want to know what the spirit, why it goes wandering upon the wind. And so this was. So here we go back to the Shia. What is man? No. We come here. Every person who breaks divine laws has oppressed himself. Surah 65, Ayat 1. Now we go to Surah 65, Ayat 1. If you don't believe in there's another thing, Surah 65, Ayat 1. That Shias have a different Quran. That was a false rumor going on. God knows that. Surah Talaq. Okay. O Prophet, when you Muslims divorce women, divorce them for commencement of the waiting period and keep count of the waiting period and fear Allah, your Lord, and do not turn them out of their husbands' houses, nor should they themselves leave during that period, unless they are committing a clear immorality. Okay. Oh, okay, if they have committed a clear immorality. And those are the limits set by Allah. And whoever transgresses the limits of Allah has certainly wronged himself. Zulm, wronged his soul. Ah, yes, here it is. So you see, Shias don't have a different, 12 Shias, neither Ismailis have a different Quran. All they say is a different thing. They have different interpretations and hadiths from Ahl al-Bayt they take, but the Quran is the same. Right? And whoever transgresses the limits of Allah has certainly wronged himself. Or if I tell you that this is Hafsa's Quran, because Uthman bin Affan, there's a hadith that he burnt the Qurans and all the Qurans and preserved only Hafsa's. Unity amongst you Sunni Muslims to do that, for that. You see, different interpretations can make a world of a difference, right? Or translations or meaning, even the words of the Quran I've heard, there have been different Qurans, right? So it makes a world of a difference if the one Arabic word changes. So you could be scattered and not. So the Quran is not enough. Or it wasn't even preserved properly. So we say Ali, that's why the Shias used to say Ali is with the Quran and Quran is with Ali, because we need an expounder of the Quran. One, not many. And then as Ali passes away, then his son, it has to be from Muhammad's progeny, right? Makes common sense in it. But I'm not saying it's fair or anything. What is fair? And whoever transgresses the limits of Allah has certainly wronged himself. You know not, perhaps Allah will bring about after that a different matter. So this is after that a different matter. Very good. Oh, for reconciliation. And when they have nearly fulfilled that term, either retained. Now I have a problem with this because Dr. David Wood was saying that these come of age, like you can, marry. Oh, sorry, I can't talk about that. So I could understand that. You see, you need a Quran expert here. I need those who know. Yeah, here, but I must understand it, right? My Imam must explain it to me, who consistent in age, every age. So I should understand the Quran. If you doubt, then their period is 3 months. And also for those who have not menstruated. So I thought married women who have not of age. So, but some people, see how some people have taken it to be like you can marry an 8-year-old. an infant. No, no. You need the consent. So you have to look at the other ayats to work this ayat out. So that I haven't done. That my Shias have done, and I had it on the gold platter, you know. I said, okay. And then I understand. So for the I have to do my research. What the Shias say about this ayat. I mean, I can't say everything, in everything they're wrong, so in this they will be wrong here. It's Salahuddin, brother. A very good morning to you, Salahuddin, brother. Salahuddin says, good morning, sister. Nice to hear from you. Thank you so much, Salahuddin. Nice to have you here. Oh. So, yes, Salahuddin, welcome back. So, now, where was I? So you see, now I forgot. Where shall I go? Oh, so from this ayat, so yeah, so I was saying the Shias have worked this out. Because you see, isn't it the consent of a person, woman, bride, the alim comes and all this. So all this going on the, wherever you find on the internet, Khomeini saying one thing, God knows how Khomeini said that you can get married to a infant and all this without her consent. Oh, you take the consent of the guardian. God knows. So there's this really confusing. Imam Tawhidi was saying about Khomeini that, you know, in this matter, that you can marry infants. Tawbah, tawbah, tawbah. Terrible, terrible. Okay? So I don't know whether that, I don't know. No comments about all that. So anyways, you do what? If you break, if you what? Ayat 1 of Surah Talaq, what happens? Commits a wrong against, and he who transgresses the bounds set by Allah, right? Remember Surah Tahrim? It's against Prophet Muhammad. So we go to Surah Tahrim. What has Prophet Muhammad done? He has become a transgressor. He broke the bounds which Allah has imposed on him. O Prophet, why do you prohibit yourself from what Allah has made lawful for you, seeking the approval of your wives? And you know, this, if believers do this, what happens? So we go to Surah Maida. If you say this is not haram, if believers do this, what happens? They are transgressors, right? Surah Maida at 87 we go back to. I have already spoken in length about this. It says, O believers, do not forbid the good things which Allah has made lawful for you. Meaning Maria the Coptic, Zainab, if you take that hadith, and if you take the Hani hadith, and if you take both of them, you see that he has forbidden himself the good things. It doesn't say obligatory, which is like, but even the good things that you forbid yourself that Allah has made lawful for you, you transgress. And do not transgress, meaning you would transgress. And there's a command here, moreover, O believers, against believers, telling them, do not forbid the good things which Allah has made lawful for you. Right? Salahuddin, my three former Shias, from my former religion, Shias have been jailed by Bahrainis in Bahrain, Bahraini authorities. That's so sick. You know, for what? Now you see, you may think Islam is, this is, now what do you say, extremism or what? Bahrain has done. Bahrain, jails. This is Ramadan. 3 self-styled religious reformers were jailed for a year. Acha, 13 hours ago. They've been jailed for a year in Bahrain on Thursday during Ramadan. I didn't know you support the likes of David Wood. Such person is undeserving. Salahuddin, I'm really sorry. I'm not talking about David Wood right now, Dr. David Wood. I don't support him, but I learned from people some of the things he said, given information is true against Sunni Islam through the hadiths. He's Quran ayats also. Now, you've really triggered me. Why shouldn't I support Dr. David Wood? Tell me. Why is he undeserving? Tell me. How many of your Muslim religious scholars are undeserving and liars and hiding the truth? How many? Salahuddin, please tell me. Okay. Bahrain. These were undeserving Shias. Salahuddin. Okay, I'm waiting. Maybe it takes some time. I haven't put it on slow mode. You can, I think, type. Sorry, I don't have that. I don't know. I tried to work it out how to bring people on, invite people here on YouTube. Salahuddin, please, look, you're going against my rules here. You see, yesterday I went to a live stream. Some other channel, Dr. David Wood was there, and I thought one was atheist, but both turned out to be Christians. So as I was listening to Dr. David Wood, I thought that they were having a debate, atheist and Christian evangelist, Dr. David Wood, and it was so nice. I felt, okay, whatever Dr. David Wood was saying, but both turned out to be Protestants in the end. Evangelists, sorry, Christians. Anyways, to be on the safe side. So I felt that I had to give something, right? So I had only, whatever I had was only like let's say 5 rupees, 5 dirhams. Then I thought, this is not good for my country, right? So thinking for my country, that I would give a bad name to my, just 5 dirhams is what? And that's all I had. So I had to run out. Without anything, just, put the jalabi on, run out and get Google Play. You know why? Because I felt that I had to have, in order that I would, not supporting Dr. In this, I'm telling you what my thought was. I want to contribute something to those who are imparting knowledge to us. How you can argue, come around with atheist Christians. It's not that I was supporting recently, for example, right? Salahuddin brother, recently, yesterday, early morning at this, around this time, early morning, I dashed because the Google Play machine is near. I can just pay. I ran. Thank God, when I came back, I realized it's not over. Another thought that was, I should contribute because they're giving us information freely. And I've thanked many atheists, that, anyone who gives us information freely. So a little bit I said I have to give. right? Another thought that came across me, because I'm a UAE, for my country, I would be giving a bad name. Just 5 dirhams she's paid. That was all that I had on my phone. So I had to get a Google Play, because at that time, even the supermarkets are closed here. I couldn't call. So I ran to the machine which is nearby. Because you aren't a Christian, nor do you support the Christian cause. No, I don't support the Christian cause. You're right, yes. Salahuddin, neither am I Christian. But if I get information, if they're imparting, like I'm learning something, taking something good, like from the Bible even, when I quote the Bible, you cannot reach a conclusion against me that I'm a Christian. Why are you quoting the Bible? Why are you quoting Jesus Christ? So please, another thing, there are two things, like I've become so image conscious of my country, because you see, my country is helping me financially. So I was like, no, no, no. Also for my country, and also for the information they were giving out. They were there, two Christians. Later on, I was like, because there's this atheist, and I got confused. Takes time to understand. Sometimes I'm a daft, I'm dumb. Slow. So I thought Dr. David Wood was having a debate with an atheist, fellow atheist. Like with the apostate prophet. I went there at one time. Now I felt obliged to contribute. All the time I'm going for free to Sadhguru's Mahashivaratri. It's not nice. When the Sadhguru says, if you can afford, this much, and if you can't, then you can attend free. Online, I've attended so many of Mahashivaratris. This doesn't make me a Hindu, but I'm just taking the good from the Hinduism. It can't be to learn about Islam. Everything doesn't have to be about Islam. I can then compare it. The style of arguments and debate, although I'm not interested in debates, I thought this was like an atheist, and the way Dr. David Wood, he wasn't even screaming. Like I start to raise my voice here when I'm answering you against, it becomes, so I wish I could be calm. So not everything, I can compare certain things to, and how to answer a person. If I go to an apostate, I'm not an atheist. If I go to apostate prophet, doesn't make me an atheist. Why are you so closed-minded? I have if my health allows me, I should be reading books on everything, astronomy. I should be reading the Vedas, the Bible, the whole Bible. I'm in all religions. There are people who have done religious studies, different religions. You are sorry to say this, I have to have a personal attack on you. Because you have said something against Dr. David Wood, the way you come here is not my style. You have to open your mind, otherwise I'm sorry. You have a choice, either to leave. You don't have to come here with a closed mind like yours and criticize Dr. David Wood here, criticize my support for Dr. David Wood here. I've learned a lot from Dr. David Wood. I've also learned from Shia Islam that the Sunnis have lied against the Shias. And now, moreover, I learned from Dr. David Wood how much the Sunni Muslims also lie. How much? And your Sunni Muslims, they say that Shias have a different Quran. Can you tell me about that? I'm with you. I just thought you are learning Islam from him. No, 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 no. No, I'm learning. What do you mean only? No, no. Okay, thank you for being with me in this, but please don't don't criticize Dr. David Wood when your own. Do you see this? Please see this. I'm not trying to taunt you or anything. When you first correct your corner, my principal reminded us in CS, Center for Advanced Studies, when I was doing O levels. So being in detail giving about. So what? Like my mother brought me up. You see, before pointing fingers at others, first see your own faults. How can you, Saladdin brother, how can you criticize Dr. David Wood when you have in your own people lying, hiding? They don't want you to see this, they don't want you to become apostates, they don't want you. And for this, I was mentioning earlier on in my live stream that you inviting me to for Ramadan fasting, right? Do the Christians invite you? And would you even go for Christmas celebrations with the Christians? Celebrating. You invite me for Ramadan fasting knowing that I'm an apostate. Muslim apostate. Ex-Muslim, right? An apostate. Do the Christians invite you for Lent? You don't even know when the Lent has started and when, well, you know when the Lent has ended, when there's Easter celebration. How many Muslims, if you say, oh, I will, sheikhs here in the UAE, they Merry Christmas to the Christians or Happy New Year, we see tweeted on Twitter, or it comes in Khalij Times, a newspaper of the UAE, or Gulf News. But how many Muslims will join Christians for Christmas and Jews for Yom Kippur or, their celebrations? Or even the fasting, that you make such a big thing, show of it, inviting me to, join fasting. Sorry, okay, so you are with me, so I have clarified now. You see, and please, no, this thing about David Wood. I tell you, he's much, much, much better than your Sunni ulamas who have criticized Shias and hate Shias. He's telling you the truth. David Wood, what your Muslims, religious scholars have been hiding. And the contradictions in Ibn Qatir and this, they won't give the full detail of what Umar had done. They won't even mention Umar because they had they had to protect Umar. Imagine, for example, in this pen and paper thing I gave you. So first look at your own shortcomings, right? Please, don't. I just hate it when people. Sorry, I'm a very intense person. I won't kill anyone, but it makes my blood boil. You criticize Dr. David Wood. Don't you criticize Shias? And then you're saying I'm with you. How can I believe you? Just got me very saddened, like Prophet Muhammad on his deathbed, Umar got him saddened. How can I believe you? There's treachery in the world. People are after money and all this. In real life, we have people here. I just went out for shopping, to buy something. The salesperson, such a jerk he turned out to be here. I don't know where Asian or where he's from. I could have taunted him back. Because, I am not that rich. I was like, is there something less? He's telling me, customers who know the knowledge of this would not ask like this. Then he goes on explaining to me that how his words, my God, that when the customers, when we want, like, is there in this stone, do you have something like a more cheaper stone in this stone, but cheaper? He started to give me all this lecture on how, the customers who know worth of this stone don't ask like this, bargaining. I could have, and it's a very, each to explain it to each and every ignorant customer. I want to tell him, you are a very lazy bug. But at that time I couldn't find words. Thank God I didn't taunt him, because that's not my style. If there was another friend of mine I know, she would have given it to him like, oh, so you are like she told my other friend, you are a bum then. Because that friend had criticized her sister just some time before. So you are a bum in Canada, right? But I didn't answer him back like this. So you want to be a lazy bug. So I told him yesterday when I went out, right? I told him, excuse me, I think you are a very rude man. A little politeness, or I said, there's some rudeness in you. And now a customer may be ignorant, or, like about these stones. So you're saying you don't have time to explain to each and every customer. But that's rude. And also that we don't realize the worth of this stone, otherwise we would not be asking how much, or asking for bargaining, or is there a less price? My words, you see, it's like I have vascular dementia. I get taken aback. So I very bluntly, like very, without insulting him back, or, that cunning way, I answered him. I said that, look, I think you are being rude. So, and I gave it to him in a very polite manner, just straightforward, okay? So this, and you do not say, you can say what you like about Dr. David Wood, but before that, before pointing fingers at Dr. David Wood, coming to conclusions about me, and then you say, I'm with you. I just thought you are learning Islam from him. You see, you give your own thoughts. You keep your own thoughts to yourself. It's none of your business. Even if I was learning Islam from him, right? Is it your business? Have you made it, it's my life, like you own me or something? Your thoughts are contaminated. You mind other people's business. But I can tell you, I'm with you. I just thought. Please leave your thought aside. You are learning Islam from him. You are unjust in your thoughts. You are unfair in your thought. What, you shouldn't give two hoots about what I'm doing. Okay, I'm doing against Islam. What I'm doing with Dr. David Wood is none of your business. No, you are not with me. People like you should not be with me. I'm sorry. People who are too nosy and who come to conclusions, keep your thought to yourself. Do you think you own me? Now I'm triggered. Who are you to me? Okay, you are in humanity, you are like a brother. Okay, you come here, you participate. But some things you say, it is none of your business. Sorry. So you see from David, see Salahuddin. Okay, I've learned from Peter Russell also. Reminds me of my childhood friend. Very good, very decent. You know Peter Russell? These are the people I cried and cried and cried. In our childhood, although Allah, he reminds me of a neighbor I had, Peter, sorry. You know, so his recent, so I've been to Peter Russell. I go to Peter Russell's spirituality and all this. This is not the one. He is the one. Quantum physics proves God is real. Peter Russell, Next Level Soul Podcast. So there came a time in this interview when he said there are people there was someone he didn't like, and he didn't like what he was, what his English is, good, better than mine. You can have a look at this. Sometimes, you see, I keep quiet and walk away, but because of my mental condition. And so he tells us to just pause. He wouldn't say anything to the person who, whatever he doesn't like about the person. Just take a pause. So we were in London, and when I used to play cricket, there were these two boys, and he was tall. He was one of the taller ones. I wonder if he was 20 years old or what. He used to come and play with us, and I was only 7, 8 years old in London. And we were just ourselves, It was so brilliant. No image, reputation, anything. And they wouldn't even tell me that I'm the bossy, like, Thomas, you do, here. Thomas would say, okay, yes, I'm going to field here. Ian would say, I'm going to field here. I would be okay, I'm bowling now. And my brother, Zuhair, the younger one, is batting. Oh, we were so carefree. My hair was terrible, but they never said a word, or they never told me that you are bossy or you are this, or we just came together in such a brilliant way, synchronizing. Never looking at how we look, how the hair is, until we grow up, and then we see these like my someone into beauty, this also. So I'm going ahead with my personal life. So this time I really cried and cried. He reminds me of Ian, my neighbor. How much life, adulthood, growing up has changed me, and fear, to keep an image and all this. It was so good in childhood, just innocent. And they wouldn't even come in my house. Like, oh, do you want water? So the back, we were very close to my house. At the garage site we were playing. My backyard door. If they wanted water, they would just stand outside, and I would get some water, or they'd go home because Thomas's house was nearby, but not so near as my house, a backyard door, when we were playing cricket. They never stepped in my house, never asked for anything, like. So now mind your business, please. I'm learning, so learning from back to my childhood. Their balance, it's such a, oh God, I've changed so much out of fear, what would the people think? The neighbor, once I started there in my London Jewish neighborhood. Once they complained, then they kept quiet. I started to play. You know, when the ball hits the garage door, sometimes we'd have to open the garage doors of others' cars. If it's empty, good. If it's closed, then if there's a car in, then we can't. But that tin, it's like made of tin, that garage door. And when the tennis ball hits it, it makes such a sound. We used to go into the Ian's building in the parking lot when my cousins would come to London, buy these cowboy, pataka, what do you call them? Cracker guns. Patak! And it would echo in the parking lot. And they never said anything to us. They had complained, but then they stopped complaining. Jewish neighborhood in London. So I wonder if we never even wondered, asked Thomas, "Oh, are you Jewish?" Or he asking me, "Where are you from, Paki?" Or nothing like this. Okay. So why are you so interested in me and Salahuddin? It's like, I don't know why, some friends even, their sisters, like my father's community, they've had children. And I never asked my friend, your sister, how's she doing in Oman? How many children does she have now? And this, and what, that. My mother was not like this. In Urdu we say, Hareki, in other people's business, minding, nosy. You should stop this. Salahuddin, brother. Now tell me, how many religious scholars of yours and Muslims have been against Shia Islam? Criticizing them like anything? You're like that friend. I would never even ask her about what goes on in her house. Our house, our doors were open. I was what I was in front of everyone, And she could see my house, and she got nosy, and sometimes she would cross the line about my family. Me, I never crossed that line. So please mind your own business. Are you here? Because I've kept this not for a personal, it's learning Islam, unlearning it, and trying to help Muslims. And this shouldn't be a debate, it should be a discussion. You see, both Dr. David Wood recently talking against, and I've even checked his videos. You see, Richard Dawkins. Does Richard Dawkins come? And every time there's a video here. Dr. David Wood. Does Richard Dawkins come and, complain? Okay, David Wood versus Richard Dawkins. See, Children of Light Ministry. And here, Apologetics Roadshow, where I was yesterday. And I felt I had to contribute. But early morning, weather was nice. Thank God I went out running. Sometimes running, sometimes walking. It was such a nice weather in the morning here. I saw the clouds and all. And it didn't stop the live stream, thank God. I came back and it was going on. So also for my country, I shouldn't be saying this. I don't say these things, actually. Giving 5 dirhams, and it's not. So you see how I've become. I've changed. Like, no, I have to go. I thought I had 5 more, so I would give from Google Play and from my phone. Then the Google Play was showing I have 5 dirhams, but then it was like, oh my God, when I come on YouTube, it wasn't showing that I have 5 more dirhams. So there will be like 10 dirhams. What is 10 dirhams for, like, learning so much from them? So this roadside, road apologetics road show. Did Richard Dawkins start a cult? The psychology of the new atheism. You see, there they have freedom of speech. They can criticize atheists. Atheists can criticize Christians. But Christians are not going to kill them or report about them. They can have discussions, sit civilized, sit together peacefully. Richard Dawkins made himself, came on the kacheri, like it was like a Christian, this thing, what was it? Like on open, on answering the question. Christians questioned him. It was like at the, standing there, like proceedings are happening against him. This also. And Richard Dawkins stood there. Which was it? Some time ago. This, you see? So if you don't like it, you have a choice. Like Abdullah Samir said. Abdullah Samir, a friendly ex-Muslim, friendly ex-Muslim, YouTube channel. You have a choice. You don't like it, don't come here. Make your own channel. And fight against this, right? By writing a book, now on social media. We used to say, not killing people, full interview. There's one, Richard Dawkins versus Piers Morgan on religion and gender. The Christians head to head, Al Jazeera Englishes. You see, they've questioned him and he stood there on trial. It's like he's standing there on kacheri. Urdu mein na? That's why it's in Urdu. Standing on trial. Sometimes words don't even come. Okay, so please don't you can complain as much as you like on your channel. Come here. If you like to complain here, you can complain here. But reporting and killing and fighting, you see, this we have learned from this. Thank God I removed my hands from this religion. Okay? Now I was on this ungrateful human beings. So since homepage Paramahamsa, or I've subscribed also, so his short video came that man is ungrateful. This I've been thinking of. So God has called us ungrateful. And so Paramahamsa Vishwananda recently reminded me from his short video that it is the nature of man to be ungrateful, right? In the Quran ayat, there's another Quran ayat which says, man is weak. So Now, it's only Shaitan who disobeyed Allah. Okay, Adam did too, but it's Shaitan. So, how come in man's nature there's ingratitude? Man is made, Allah tells us with his two hands he's made man. That's what he was telling Shaitan. Iblis, what made you disobey my command? So I wish I had eloquence here. Urdu, I can't use Urdu because Salahuddin brother doesn't know Urdu. So I wish they had sent an Arab who knows Urdu. So now I found fallacies there. We offered the trust to the mountains and all this. Man took it, he's most ungrateful. He's most ignorant or something. You see, now how can God is offering trust. Here also, fallacy. If they don't accept God's offer, what will happen to them? You see, here we are told, even the messenger, when he gives you something, take it. Messenger, it's in Surah Hashar ayat, right? Do I have to go to these ayats? Messenger gives you, God says, gives you, take it. Man took what God offered, not Shaitan. God offered man the trust. And you're blaming, it's like gaslighting someone. Oh, sorry, I raised my voice. I'm not level-headed like most of them, these Westerners are. So I have to learn from them. I wanted to learn like if the other, it's Apologetics Roadshow. He's not a atheist. I realized a bit late. And I also had to go to get my Google Play. Those poor people, what is this? 5 dirhams. As for gains granted by Allah to His Messenger from the people of other lands, they are Allah's, and this and that, poor and the needy travelers. Whatever the Messenger gives you, take it. Right? Man is innocent. Man is. So, if here the Quran says, whatever the Messenger gives you, take it. Oops, I forgot the number. 7 number of the ayat. Please bear with me, I'm a little bit slow. Then, when God says, we offered, or something, we offered, this is so laughable. I mean, really, don't make me crack. I have to laugh about it because then alone I'll be sulking, sinking, feeling sad. We offered the trust to man. But when I say these things against my ex-friend or what, I don't know. There's bad in me also, right? And you also, Salahuddin. But you know what? Maybe you think I have some good in me. I don't know. You see, I was blessed with the prayer or my mother, something good that God had blessed us, some true God. Or Devi was there, my grandaunt. So I can't say this good is coming from me. We offer the trust to man. You see how I wouldn't do what you have done here, the way you have said things. But doesn't mean that I am better than you. Any kind of, oh, I'm better, I wouldn't do this, would be shirk in Islam. So I don't know why people Okay, in some things that friend was like, I'm a harmless creature, she told me. Right? She may be good, friendliness, outgoing, and all this, and in other ways, because you see, you have to see how different people have been brought up also. So I'm trying to work this out. Like, if I feel that I'm better than you, but it does, would it mean that I am better than you? Or in some ways, God has graced me, and it's because of some elderly man's blessings on me, or my mother's, or something. In other ways, I failed. In other ways, I'm really terrible monster. I get very angry. So this too. But you also should realize what has David Wood done that you would blame Dr. David Wood? Such a person is undeserving. And do you think your religious scholars are deserving? The Dawa people on YouTube are deserving? Salahuddin is quiet, he's gone quiet. I don't want to push it, I don't want to force you, but since you've said Dr. David Wood is a person is undeserving, those religious scholars who have lied to you, who or they have just like blindly following religion and criticizing Shias, moreover, they don't see their own faults. Do you think they are deserving? The Dawa channels on YouTube are deserving of my money contribution? Who have killed my former religion people, Shias, who are with those. Do you think Farid is. I went to Farid's channel, I said, please, commenting there. Or, no, it was a. Yeah. I didn't realize. They started to tell me you are a non Muslim. You are not this Muslim. And started to laugh and this and that, make fun. And very rude people. I was trying to do my duty. Tell them, please. Do you think Farid is deserving? People who tell us, Shias, my former religion, Islam, Shia Islam. Tell me. No, you're not going to answer here. We offer the trust to man. God is offering trust. Can you not see this logic in this? If he, what kind of a God will be this thing? Gaslighting people. So I'm showing you how God is gaslighting you in the Quran, through the Quran ayats I'm proving. I'm using sources. That's why I have to come from hither thither. You see? To this ayat now. From Surah Hashr ayat to this ayat. He refused. Sometimes I go too much into whatever my personal opinions and this and that. But now I'm backing it up from the Quran. This, you see, the gaslighter God. Do you see it? Indeed, we offer the we. You know, when God says we, what does he mean? In his sovereignty, in his majesty. But what the messenger gives you, take it. And what he restrains you from, do not. Now man, both stuck with Iblis, had to fall. Iblis said, what are the Quran ayats on Iblis? He said, I'm your sincere well-wisher. This point also, right? This Adam, poor Adam, what did he do? Here, this shaitan, I tell you. We offered the trust to the heavens and the earth and the mountains, and they declined to bear it and feared it. But man undertook to bear it. And man also, you made man undertake that, am I not your Lord? What an unjust thing, shahada, when we are just signs, petty signs. The biggest sign is Prophet Muhammad, light. And you're telling us that we should, where have we come from and this and that, God knows. Sign cannot, fulfill the true one God thing. You made us bear witness? That was unjust then of you. And now it is unjust of you to offer the trust. But when man says yes, yes, what else can he do? Can he say no to God? Can he ever say no to God? Read the Quran verses, please. Right? Indeed, he was unjust and ignorant. Oh my God. When man, we asked when oh my God. So don't let me go to coffee now. We asked a reason to come. It came forward. We asked it to go back. It went back. God says. But that's for the Shias. Don't let me bring Shia Islam. Then you'll say, oh, you have a different Quran and you don't give importance to all the daughters. We don't give importance to all the daughters of Prophet Muhammad because Prophet Muhammad didn't give importance to all the daughters. What did he say about Fatima Zahra? In your Muslim or somewhere, Sitta books, what did he say? He said, Fatima is a part of me. Whoever hurts Fatima hurts me, and thus hurts Allah. Did he say this for any other daughter of his? If you say he had daughters, other daughters from Hazrat Khadija, so you see, then you will start to criticize Shia Islam. You've criticized David Wood. You are not with me. You see, Salahuddin, why can you not see that you are not with me? I would never mind someone's business. Start to come to your channel and say, well, I thought that you were learning Islam from him. As if I don't know my Islam, I haven't ever done research. The Sunnis cornered us in Pakistan. Come to Arabia also, and are you are Shia? If you're working here, oh God, and another Arab against asking. One from this Amar head. We were in Emirates Airline. We were sitting together. He told me, why aren't you working here? You send me your CV, this, that. You are Emirati. You will get work here in Dubai. Okay. He started to talk about Umar bin Khattab. How great was Umar bin Khattab to me. Why? Because I told him I'm a Shia. He asked me. I'm not even asking him his religion or anything. You see, this is how Amar. Amar here, properties in the UAE. Emar. Oh, sorry, it's Emar. This is my problem, you see, sorry. I go into these details and then Emar. Okay, but he was a really nice person. I don't want to. It was really nice. But you see, when it comes to religion, Emirates Airlines, who are you? Oh, I'm a Shia, a Muslim. Something, whatever what's your name? Zahra Abdul. Oh, Zahra. Oh, that's a Shia name, right? How many? So, even if he hadn't asked me, but I think he caught on that I'm a Shia. Emirates Airline, business class, right? Now, he said he's the head of Iman, and I send my CV to him, and he will get me work. Then I was like, I came home here in Dubai to my flat, a family flat, and I was like, no, I don't think I'll ask a favor from him. At that time, I was a Shia, and he's praising Umar bin Khattab. And I'm listening to him, quietly listening to him. So, I didn't say a word that, no, please, sir, we Shias. No, I listened to his whole praise on Umar bin Khattab. Did I say anything to him? No. Okay, I think I need a break. Sorry. Please correct yourself, Salahuddin. You are not with me. If you want to be with me in humanity, in this helping Muslims to come out of this religion, then let's be students learning. Don't come. This really saddens me. On one hand, please, you are not with me. And please realize the deception of your soul. And now you'll come back and say, I didn't intend. I didn't mean it this way. I meant it that way. Okay. God bless you. Okay. It's Ramadan. May you have a good day. And all the best to you. I need to go take a break. Thank you very much. Sorry, haven't come to concluding. It will continue when I can again later on in the day. Oh yes, because it's Ramadan timings, I have to come only early in the morning or late in the night or something like that. So let's see if I come back again. I'll have to. Let's see if I rest. See if I can come back again before this, before daytime prayers and all start. I wish you the best, Salahuddin. Hope that God blesses you, opens your heart and mind. Open your heart for Salahuddin. And please don't worry about me, bother about what I'm doing and what I'm not, because you will not be able to do justice to me. So please don't be unjust.